Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. Today we're discussing the Patek Philippe reference 3970J, second series in yellow gold. You can see and you can purchase this timepiece on our website. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you enjoy these videos, and please click on the card in the upper right hand corner of the screen at any time during this video to see our full sales listing for this watch with additional accessories included in the sale, high resolution images for your desktop, and naturally complete pricing details for this second series 3970J. Now, the 3970 saw quite a few changes during its run from 1986 to early 2004. Changes to the caseback, changes to the dial, changes to the hands and the indices. This is the second series watch that exhibits the delicacy of the earlier dials without the somewhat odd discoloration of the sub-registers on the very earliest first series watches. But it doesn't have the brutality of the baton-style hands and diamond-style indices on the third series watch. It also features the charm of casemaker's marks and hallmarks on the flanks of the case. So redolent of that second series, which is not quite as rare as the first, but far less common than the third. You can see the watch is, in a lot of ways, a combination of the best of the 3970 series. 36 millimeters across the round of the case. You can see on my 16 centimeter circumference wrist, it wears traditionally. It's 43 millimeters from lug to lug across the wrist with nicely rounded and sculpted lugs welded on. You can also see that the watch is a little bit squat at 12.8 millimeters thick, but it has a nice concave bezel that visually pairs the mass and also acts as a ramp for tight dress cuffs or sleeves to run over the case. It will not provide a hang-up or a stiction point on your wrist when you're wearing formal attire. Now, the timepiece features a dark brown, monotone stitch, minimally bolstered, folded edge alligator leather strap, and a simple spade-style matching 18-karat yellow gold pin buckle for easy adjustability. The case has a lot of character, and part of that is the emblematic early 3970 casemaker's mark. You can see the key of Geneva with the guild number within. You can see the hallmarking for gold, and on the opposite side, still more hallmarking and the numerical notation of 750 or 18-karat yellow gold. The case has a beautiful hairline taper that actually flows through the junction of caseband and bezel and then leads into the taper of the lugs. So there's a beautiful horizontal continuity of line. There's also graceful compound curve. As you can see, it has a bowed out shape to it, but then it bends along the caseband at the same time. Rounded, handsome, and substantial. Although the watch is traditionally sized, it never looks petite. And you can see the cylindrical pump style pushers nicely reinforce that notion on the crown side. Now, the dial, as I mentioned, is a little bit different from the somewhat dart-shaped Series 3 indices and the baton-style Series 3 hands. Here we have baton-style indices and we have foil or leaf-style hands with the beautiful heat-blued lancet seconds for the chronograph. We may as well start the chronograph. There we go. And the watch features gorgeous foil-style hands for the sub-register at 6 o'clock, featuring a bosom-style moon phase and a radial date. You can see leap year cycle and chronograph minutes at 3 o'clock, and you can see at 9 o'clock a 24-hour scale to effectively act as your danger zone indicator so you know when not to set the indications of the perpetual calendar. Dimple correctors are used for that. And you also see constant seconds within. Simple, easy to read. You can see the aperture day and the month at 12 o'clock and the double baton index for 12. Rotate the watch and you can see the business end of the watch. Based on the legendary Lemania Abauche 2310, now other members of this family tree went to the moon. This lucky example became a perpetual calendar chronograph, both finished and engineered by the masters of Patek Philippe. This is not simply a recased Abauche. Patek Philippe is not an établisseur, even when it uses a base movement. Here it's been upgraded with a Breguet overcoil hairspring and a free-sprung Gyromax style balance. You can see this is very traditional watchmaking. The balance beats slowly, but it gains accuracy and resilience through the Gyromax adjustment system, as well as its sheer size. It's almost 1/3 of the diameter of the movement. You can see beautiful watchmaking in the most traditional form, a lateral clutch coupling driving off the fourth wheel, contacting the chronograph center wheel, and I'll show you how that works in practice. You can see the capped Geneva-style column wheel, indexing the horns and levers that alternately bring the chronograph clutch into contact with the center wheel and withdraw it. That's the advantage of manual wind and a lateral clutch, although perhaps not as convenient or as refined as a vertical clutch with an automatic winding system. The advantage here is that you see absolutely everything, and I would not have it any other way. Now, there's a gorgeous, if subtle, linear Côte de Genève across the bridges. Everything that is a lever has beautiful brushed or grained finish, and the edges, and you can see them lighting up here in the soft light of my light box, are all mirror polished and rounded by hand. It's a veritable mechanical jungle of mechanism with beautiful tones of silver, violet pivot jewels, and gold wheels. Handsome, easy to appreciate, but infinitely complex in its operation. It's that magical combination of chronograph and perpetual calendar that has been a long-time trademark of Patek Philippe since the very first reference 1518 in the early 1940s. This spectacular second series reference 3970J can be seen and purchased on our website.